Bring.
We are back. Here we go. We got a Theater of the Mind episode coming for you today. Dun, dun, dun. The old fellow viewers. And of course, it is I, Pierre Popolio, the greatest of all. So close to becoming a god, yet at the same time not.
Still left a fool.
Left. I would have considered myself a fool had I not taken the chance.
Olivier.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I consider you a fool even though you did.
Everybody else.
All right. So I'll just do a little face on you, Adam.
No, I don't
get back.
No.
You get the
The
face.
cookies.
Yeah. Show the cookies.
Show the
For the
cookies
tray of
for now.
dice.
Show the cookies.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Laura.
Behold, there was a swarm of rats amongst the cookies.
No.
No, you're right. There's two.
What?
Two swarms of rats.
Oh man, I better eat a cookie to make sure that the rats don't get it.
the cookies.
Again, thank you, Laura, for the cookies. Not
Thank
that
you,
she'll ever
Laura.
see that, but
Thank you,
can
Laura.
take a picture.
Thank
and
you.
show her.
yeah, I could.
This is 10 minutes into the game. Your bags are almost empty. You haven't even started the intro. Okay. So, here's how things went to have gone down. The Rochelle, Jay, neither you or Rochelle were here last game, right?
Shall was.
Rochelle was okay.
So
it
we
was
months.
just-
Not last game.
Not last game.
No,
Not last game.
last week it was just Adam, Carl, and I.
Yeah.
With, obviously.
So last week we
But
had
you were doing something top secret though.
Wasn't top secret. We were doing something.
we had Rochelle's character and your character. You had used your Tempest cleric ability to do the call lightning
Yes.
down the well because it's a straight line, but they let the water rush back in again, so everything was in the water. We did 75,000 damage was what we figured the average
Yeah,
was max
nice.
for the
Guess
half
it's
for the
max,
first
yeah.
for the Tempest, and then the second casting wouldn't have been maxed because so it would have just been we just took the average 2,500 over the course
She
of
didn't
20
tell me
minutes.
that. That's so fucking
She wasn't
cool.
here to do it. We did it for you because we can.
We enlisted your help.
She said she was going to, and then
Yeah.
Yeah,
She had said she was
She had said she was going to, but that was at the end of last game and then the end of the game
End of-
before.
So she
and
does get the
then
credit.
she gets the credit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys, we're level 10, right?
Yeah.
See. So then you did that, and then you had left because you weren't going back underneath there. It didn't concern you, and you had spent most of you spent your raw animal shape. You had spent a lot of your spells down there, yeah, you were toasted. You headed back after that happened, and they went down and did their thing. They returned sometime later to Boomy's office, where Boomy is not, because Boomy has gone with Charian to turn himself in. Right? To I can't remember I forgot to remember what the name was.
See,
Oh,
one of the
Turn
Daves
yourself
I
in
know.
for what? What'd you do now?
Dave was my boss.
Oh,
who's
that was
dead.
your oh.
Yeah.
What did you do this time?
What was
No,
it?
it's
Nothing. I
not-
promised
it's
I
weird.
would turn myself in at
Oh.
the end of.
After
He was only let loose to help defend Baldur's Gate from
Oh, I
being
thought you
imminent
got off with a
destruction.
warning.
destroyed. Yeah, and it was still kind of fucked up. Like we
Uh,
still,
now I need
Baldur's
to
Gate
find
still
the
kind of
name.
got wrecked.
We're so we're I'm looking for this name. Can't remember the name. It was a good name too. Haratu. Haratu.
Sounds like a pharaoh.
Haratu. He is an orc, a full orc, former cleric of Grummish turned paladin of Tempest, who is in charge of the war front. Let me bring up the.
Does he needs to have one of those pharaoh things?
No.
The striped gold and blue ones.
No, it's all bone and blood and
But can at
a
least be
scar
shaped-
on his
shaped
eye,
like
deep wounds. His charisma is not high,
a rock.
but he is still somehow very intimidating.
A rock too.
He does not like political power. He likes muscle power. He does not like charges of attempted murder. He likes being charged with murder, and they can refute those allegations.
Successful.
Much easier to refute when the guy who
Exactly.
was attacked is not there,
You can't argue against it.
or much harder to refute.
You can answer 5 questions.
Yeah.
So he went back and had turned himself in. Your punishment, Boomy, is that for the foreseeable future, you're being assigned a monk witch hunter who is going to just oversee you because they don't have a replacement for Dave. Dave was like far higher level than you. Like he could have used all these 7th levels on a scroll, but he was old, very old and frail, right? So this monk is there to assist you, but also to ensure that every day you channel your spell slots into that rod, thereby rendering you inert except for your ability to study and get information, right? And your own spell slots are like allotted to you temporarily, right?
As the hand user.
Yeah, as the hand is needed and if you serve this sentence faithfully, when your replacement arrives, you'll be released from this, right? But you also have seen what the hand they did with that goblin shaman, where they this is very gentle,
Comparatively.
right? They're not just wiping your mind and using you as a battery, right? So
That's friendly.
that being said, Baldur's Gate had already lost a third of its population in that first wave of attack, remember? And then another third recently during this time frame. People are the clerics and the hospitals were already stretched to their limit before, but now they've got people who are have mutilated themselves and just now coming to realize it, and people who they were growing together. People who remember we had that before, people who were exposed to these rituals, they were their flesh was fusing. If you ever watched the another good Nicolas Cage movie, Outer Space, the story, that kind of idea of the bodies kind of fusing into one grotesque amalgam. A lot of people are just being put out of their misery by the hand because they have a much harsher hand than the regular people of Baldur's Gate. Remember, Baldur's Gate had abolished conscription, and people were not signing up until their military and for public service, which is why they had to turn to the mercenary group, the Flaming Hand, in the first place. So, Shargan, you guys are going to have a few weeks. Everyone's going to have a few weeks of downtime while you're in town. Shargan, you're aware that word has been sent to bring people from the war front back to Baldur's Gate to reinforce, because Baldur's Gate right now is ripe for the picking. Not for altruistic reasons. This isn't for the good of the city. It's ripe for the picking. There is no commerce because there is no money. There is lots of people, right, in an area that need help. It's got a lot of resources nearby and things that would feed. It temporarily has no money, right? However, there's very few people left with any kind of compulsion to serve the people who were in power to serve the people who ran the upper city, right? What was his name? Grimly,
Okay.
right? Edward Grimly, right? And your old ship, which was the Heart of Gold, which is now the Nebuchadnezzar, which I should also mention.
Where'd the Heart of Gold go?
It was
No,
renamed.
We sold it.
Yeah, Edward Grimly bought it, named it Nebuchadnezzar. And then all the so the ships that have been in Waterdeep, the ships that have been in Baldur's Gate, all tied up to the docks and whatnot during this time when this fog had happened. Those that were burning out in the bay the night before, during the festival, there's no sign of them anymore. And all the ships there were ships that were trying to be launched into the harbor to rescue them, but they fell apart because their fittings and everything are made of metal. So Baldur's Gate has no fleet, locally. All there. Let me bring up the map of Faerun on here.
I want to take over Baldur's. Become the leader.
Well, we do have a politician in our midst.
We have 2 of them.
Who's the other politician?
Pierre.
You're a politician too. We
What?
should work together.
No. Pierre is not a politician. He works for a politician.
Does he work for Justinian Trudeau?
It's actually an interesting story that I choose not to divulge more information.
Could I hire you?
Theoretically, I could be hired by you. Yes.
So-
I've completed my initial mission, though. I'm gonna go and report back.
I've just been in town for a few weeks.
These
so
people-
I barely know Baldur's Gate.
They're the people are traveling from Baradusk along the river, and they have to travel all the way past to get to Baldur's Gate, and they're coming by way of the river, right? Because they're bringing ships with them, right? And they are all on their. This is where this is the toward the front line, toward the Sunset Mountains, right? This is where they're more established throughout this region. So they need to travel inland. It will be a few weeks before they get there, upon which they will be passing at some point in Augustine's Chapel. You have 2 weeks in town in Baldur's Gate to do whatever good or bad you wish. I turn it over to the party to tell me what.
Boomy will get his assistant to start making
The
Yes.
Gnomish assistant?
the best healing potions that she can make.
Okay, she hops on it right away. She tells you that we need to place an order. We need people to get stuff, and we don't have any capital to place orders with for the runners. But
Should have enough supplies. They should have had enough supplies for some though.
fortunately, we can supply them with the potions that we were making beforehand because they don't rot, right? So she trades some of the potions that they have, that you have of water breathing and stuff like that the party didn't take. And she acquires the runners to go out and start acquiring the raw materials to make the healing potions.
I'll walk in. And
You're able to
hand
make-
you- I have a +2 healing potion. I'll hand it to you. Whatever it is. I'll be right
Oh,
back.
I'm just trying to get a healing potion stockpile for us.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll put my +2 back in the stockpile.
I'll scoop up that +2
I was
from
gonna
the
say you
stockpile.
keep it.
Fine.
you keep it.
Okay, see?
No, you
no,
don't get
no
it.
harm's done. Oh, I already
River-
got it. I
Oh,
already
fine.
said I
He
got
took
it.
it. I'm taking a +3 off you.
I don't know if he can make +3s. I don't think he can even make +2s.
Plus one.
But
She's able to make 20 of those a day.
All water under the bridge, eh, mate? But
But she doesn't make any for the first 2 days while you're waiting for supplies.
No, but I just have
the end of the 2 weeks, you
roguish
have
tendencies.
you'll be giving them and selling them out, trading them at least for now, right? I guess potions and gems are the main things that you trade for right now, because all the gold in the town is gone. It's a barter. You can be bartering for things. So she begins making your stockpile. You have your monk sitting there. You have no spell slots.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I still had it on you. All the cookies are all spread out now.
That should be the entire.
Cookie.
In the entire episode should just be a pile of cookies.
That's
And
what
our
I'm
voices.
saying. Put it back on the
That's
cookies.
slowly.
The occasional random hand.
I don't want to be
I want
disrespectful
peanut
to
butter.
Nancy.
And
I better
Laura.
take one.
So, you got roughly 2 weeks in town. To do with the time is what you want. What do you do? If nothing, let me know. But you can sit there with your feet up and do absolutely nothing. Or you can spend 2 weeks shooting a cookie.
I report back to my employer. Report the status of the job well done. We exchange pleasantries, talk about the yesteryears, and I move on with life.
You mean the guy who sent for you?
Correct.
Okay.
We talk about the yesteryears, then I move on and off through the woods and leave the party.
Before he sends you on your way, he asks just what he wants to go as a parting gift, right? He hadn't contemplated, so he chooses to go as a snake, a big snake, and he immediately doesn't like it.
Scoop them up.
He immediately says, "I regret this decision."
I asked him, "Do you want me to beat you into a transformation?" Right? Does the
Give it
coincidence
a-
thing?
Give it a while. Give it a minute.
Alright.
Did
I
Gus
wrap
just
it
turn into a
around.
snake?
Yeah, and I wrap him around my neck, then I wander
Something
off
different.
into the woods
I didn't know
alone
he could shape.
and leave the party.
The
So,
druid just changed.
Oh.
Went and reported. You're taking him with you?
yeah, I'm taking this.
We got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
We do a lot in 2 weeks. Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to spend.
Ships are falling apart.
I want to spend a bunch of time with the druid.
Okay, yeah.
Just
You
spend time with
walk
him.
in as they're finishing a conversation and he is rested.
Just over the 2 weeks, I want to just hang out with him, get to know him a bit
It's
better.
been a minute since I've see his name. His name is
Tormund.
Tormund.
To come
Tormund.
see. Tormund.
to come see.
So
What are your
I'm
thoughts
hanging
on
out with
going back
No,
to
his
the
name
office?
is just
So
I'm
hanging out
not
a bit
allowed
with
to read
Tormesh. The other thing I want to
Oh.
do too is I want to. I have letters from my father, and I want
I
to
mean, it's not
present
a bad
them
idea
to the
to go back
council
as
at
the thing
Baldur's
was
Gate. They're
gone.
just introducing. Right,
Probably
we're
get some
we're
decent
far away
stuff.
community. You know, it's
I didn't even.
significant in the area, but
Cookies.
you know, it's far enough away that they may never have heard of them or like, oh yeah, I've heard of you guys. You're Hill Dwarf. Kingdom,
Most
right?
people in town would have not heard of somewhere as obscure as Mount Tree Hill.
Probably not, right?
They certainly
So,
don't speak the
if they
language.
know it, it's like, hey, didn't someone
of
say
spite.
something about this kind of thing? so they're coming, and it's letters of friendship and you know, interest in trade, and also saying if they're interested in.
So he knows that you might have the authority to make these. You might have the authority to make these things, but encourages you to check in.
I actually don't have a lot of authority. I haven't been sent with a lot of authority.
So you're writing letters.
Well, this is
Are you waiting expectantly for letters to arrive?
I'm sending information to Pedro Trugood, my democratically elected father, and he didn't give me a lot of responsibility because he says I just wasn't ready. He said you're just not ready.
That's correct.
So, but I'm introducing myself, and you know, maybe I might be thinking about, depending on what they say, it's swirling around in my head. I might pretend I have more authority.
Promise check. That's what you're going to be doing. And who would you be approaching about it?
Anybody?
So you know Edward Grimley. So I would.
So it's 12 total.
Actually, I'm not with him. Probably.
Could be if you want.
Could
You
I
guys are-
guidance myself?
You slap yourself in the face.
I don't think I can. You guys yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So why not?
I've got guidance.
It's like you prep
Guidance.
yourself. You're taking that
Just
deep
drop
breath
that
before
note.
you
That's
go to do
That's
something.
fine. Where's a 4?
Preparing yourself. Boom.
I have every dice but a 4.
He's not convinced that you have more authority. He says, "We'll wait. We'll wait till we see like some kind of proof that you speak for someone or someone is going to
I've
vouch
letters
for
of
you on your
introduction.
behalf." Yeah.
I've letters of introduction, and they're asking specific things. But do I have authority to make deals?
Not. You don't think you're pretty well. I mean, you're a rich boy's son, so maybe you think you
I probably think I have more responsibility than
do.
I've been sent here because I've been told I'm not. The other thing I want to do is, Boomy and I have been hanging out, so I've invited him over for a beer. Now I do have an issue that I drink too much. That's the thing with my character. Given the opportunity, if there's beer in front of him, he keeps on drinking. So he's invited Boomy out for some beers, and he says, "I assume you."
If my chaperone will allow me.
He passes you the rod. You have to he passes you the rod to channel your vibrating hand magic into it, and then sure, but
So-
I have to escort him.
Sure, come on, I'll buy you a pint too. I'll buy you 10 pints. Come on over. And so I'm sitting there, and I'm getting really sloshed. And are you drinking a fair bit, or?
Whom is responsible?
Okay, so I'm really drunk, and you've had a couple drinks.
I'm gauging my drinking off of how much you're drinking. If you're barely drinking, then I'm drinking 2 beers less than you.
So,
I'm responsible for
buddy,
you.
I got to say, you've welcomed me to this town, and it's been lovely, and we've helped each other out. You're a good kitty,
He's
and
not like a
I
horse.
just wanted to bring you a present. I looked day and night all through all the shops in town, and I found this perfect thing, and it's a ball of yarn. I'd like you to have it, but the thing is, it's
So-
not just a
So,
regular.
am I still holding the rock?
No,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, just
I'm really it's not just a regular bottle of yarn, and I wouldn't intend to insult you by doing that sort of thing. It's a special bottle of yarn. Yeah, did you want to explain?
You look at the ball of yarn, and your first response is, of course, it's this fucking guy is racially appropriating me. He honestly thinks like I'm going to be interested in the ball of yarn,
I've
but
known
then
him
His
for
eyes
a
just
week.
glow.
yeah, but then there's like tinsel wound into the yarn, and
Ooh.
it catches your eye ever so much. I need give me a concentration check with a -1. See if you're distracted by the tinsel in the yarn. It is interesting. Okay.
What'd you roll? What'd you roll?
4.
Oh yeah, buddy.
So
Is he on the ground
your
now?
initial response is yeah, absolutely. Like fuck this guy. Like I can't believe your eyes kind of dilate and you paw at it. Only briefly. You're still like you're not like you're like snatching
Not
yourself
running
back
around
out of
in
it, but you're
front.
like
It's
you don't know where that came from. You're like
something
primal.
like you don't know where that came from at all. Like what's going on? You didn't like it.
So
Enough
it will
of
specifically distract Tabaxi. If you're in a situation where Tabaxi are causing problems, you just throw that into the group of them and they're all thrown.
Well, it just imposes a -1 on their concentration check to not be distracted by the
I'll add it to my inventory.
I love that you said that
Alright.
so begrudgingly.
You know what?
No.
You know he's going home tonight, breaking out the catnip and breaking out that little ball of yarn, and he's going to town on that.
Yeah.
So now you have a ball of yarn in your inventory.
Yeah. That's a gesture of good faith. I'll accept this.
I think that was the funniest D&D moment I've ever witnessed.
And
Oh,
the
that was
fact
good.
that you accepted it. Oh my God! Thank you, buddy. I didn't know. I
So is it
I didn't know if it
-1
was an
for everyone or
appropriate
just
gift.
Tabaxi?
Just a backseat.
It's such a specific.
It's just that it's okay. You can shrug off the ball of yarn, but I have picked way too much tinsel out of my cat's assholes to know that they don't love it. The cats don't love it.
How about
Oh, they love
any feline? It's got to have some use to it. Unless you're planning on
Okay,
working
yeah,
in the
cats. Cats in general.
water.
No,
Cats in general. Tigers.
Felines.
That's fair.
But it's only concentration check, so we're
I'm
not going to
just
be fighting
picturing-
a lot of felines.
they're concentrating heavily on things.
Can you
I'm
throw it as
picturing
a
how
bonus
we're going to
action?
use it.
No, it's an attack to throw things.
Picturing Boomy.
You can
going to
drop
do
something
It.
as a free action,
Okay, as a
but
free
you
action.
can anyone can drop anything as a free action. But
Does he have to make a concentration check to drop it though?
Yeah.
Because he goes to throw it and he's like, wait a second.
I like that. I like that. I do.
Suddenly it's your casting.
Well, he's never going to use it then.
Yeah.
There's got to be some utility.
No, he's using.
It's soothing. It's soothing.
He's gonna use it late at night. He's gonna lie in his bed. With a little back
Maybe he's
foot
not
up
gonna
on
let
the
anyone
window.
know. Like he's not gonna let.
Oh. Could it help him if he's holding on to it?
He's having a bad day to make him feel better.
No. Like some sort of bonus if he's got this thing. Specifically, if he's prepared this thing. If someone tries to do something that would make him need to do a concentration check, if he has this and it's distracting him.
Well, it's kind of like the way Nate said. It's like my new focus.
Yeah. How are you attuning to it?
Attune to it, please. Attune to it.
Depends
Walking
what
around
the
town,
bonus
he's
is.
just got
There's
it.
no
If I had a
extra
wand-
bonus.
If I had a wand and war mage.
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
then
yeah.
Probably more like.
Yeah.
Could she
It's
stick
got no bonus on that. Just a -1 on Tabaxi's check for concentration. Yeah, it's distracting. That's it. It's just.
But if you
mustard.
can learn to work past that.
Yeah.
I
That's
prepare
actually through the healing potions. The next 2 weeks we're studying this fall to make it.
Awesome. So there isn't 40 hit points for the potion. 40 hit healing
Yeah,
points.
no.
Okay, that's cool.
Healing potions already.
I'd actually
Minus
planned
one
on bringing a ball of yarn from home, and then I forgot, and then it was like,
Yeah, but I had to look
oh no, it's okay.
up. I do have some.
I'll bring a ball of yarn next
So,
time.
you're sending letters and waiting a response to see if you actually have any authority. Meanwhile, trying and
Yeah.
failing to.
Well, like whether they care about me or not, they're getting the letters from my father, the prime minister.
Well,
Yeah.
they're coming. You
well,
sent
no,
the letter.
I had introductory letters.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Do I have the authority to make any deals? No, I don't.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, if they're like, oh, okay, well, we'll give you
The letters
this,
mostly say, "Please take pity on my son as he tries and bumbles his way through life.
maybe something like that. Yeah.
Please direct all his
It's
like
it's
fines
like what
and
buddies used
bail
do
money
back in
to
the day
me
when, you know,
for
you wrote
reimbursement."
on the back
So
of your
I've
buddy's
sent.
t-shirt, if found
Yeah,
face down,
exactly, yeah.
return to this address.
Yeah.
All right, let's go
So I've
drinking.
sent letters
Yeah.
explaining everything, and I have gotten names, and at least I've been like, this is who I gave the letters.
The letters
of
are all
introduction
sealed,
to.
so you don't know what they say.
This is what I gave to the. I gave.
Did you
someone to
crack
the
any
head
of the
guard.
seals to read what it says? Or no? You an honest? Are you an honest? Oh, you look. Yeah. They say exactly that. Like, there's basically like, as my son bumbles his way through life and tries to prove himself to me, please take pity on him, etc.
But there is also some like
There is,
you know,
yeah,
trade stuff
that
and
he
like
does.
maybe some military overtures of you know. alliances
No,
and-
the Gors are pretty tight knit about that stuff. They like their hill. They like their mount tree hill.
They do, except
They're pretty
there's-
dug in.
Except Pierre Trugood has issues, and he's a Democratic
Well,
leader, right? So
but-
he's doing things differently.
Yeah, but he says he's doing things differently. It's more of the same.
He does. He says he's doing things differently.
He's convinced himself that he's doing things differently.
All right, so I sent letters explaining
Yeah.
absolutely everything, and naturally
And trying to
asking
get
for money.
trade and trying to get some commerce come flowing back through water
Trade,
to Baldur's
commerce,
Gate.
yeah. And
Because that-
and I sent
I'm gonna
letters
because we spent so
asking my
much
dad
time
for
doing
money.
water
Dad,
deep
give me
stuff.
money.
That's gonna be it's still a thing.
Daddy,
It's
give me
gonna
money.
be a thing.
Daddy, give me money. And I explained everything that I'd done. I really talked myself up. And Daddy, give me money.
You sent your letters. And River, are you doing anything with your 2 weeks?
I kind of like playing. I appreciate.
They're hiring,
the
as a
help.
matter of fact,
I
and
believe
you've
it.
proven yourself more. Like I'm sure.
I've appreciated their willingness, especially Boomy's willingness to like really sink his teeth into what was plaguing Baldur's Gate. I'm willing to.
Nate. I'm sure will also vouch for you.
Yeah.
Boomy's not really in their good graces, but yeah, that you have served, like you've more than served, like proven that you have a place there. They don't have a warlock or a bard contingent where they teach the basics. You know, well, that's the basics. They teach fighters, paladins, wizards, clerics. That's it. They don't do rangers. That's not really there. That's
Do they-
not in this town anyway. Not in the city.
Do they have any jobs or anything that I can do?
Well, like I said, there's a lot of suffering going on in Baldur's Gate. Any kind of
I'll
hand,
lend
anyone
my
can-
hand
Okay.
to the suffering of Baldur's Gate.
Okay, so you're going to be working with the city to alleviate as much as you can,
Yeah.
and
And every night, I howl for Gus. I do it once. Actually, it's more of a.
Gus lasts about an hour as a snake, realizes he hates it, and asks you very kindly to kick him in the head so that he can no longer be stuck.
That's what I said. I was
With
going to
his belly
slam
on the
him.
ground.
I was going to slam
This was
him.
nowhere near as much fun as I thought it would be. He sucked. He
I don't
hates
know.
it.
I'm not necessarily beside Gus or anything because you left.
He
right?
left.
Yeah, but I just howl out into the night. He may not hear me, but I do it anyway. That's a sign of respect for Gus.
Gus doesn't even look back.
No, you're not
Saying
playing
that.
Gus. You're not playing
I
Gus.
thought I was playing Gus.
No,
little
not since
tear
he's an
rolling
owl.
down his eye.
Not since he's a dire owl bear. No, I
Oh,
play
yeah.
the dire owl bear. I'm not letting
We don't play
anybody.
Gus at all.
play.
He was always your character.
That's
Man,
I enjoyed
You
him
said
being.
that right away.
mind.
He said that immediately that he was
I
playing.
enjoyed him being the little guy. Oh, okay. I enjoyed him being the owl that couldn't fly. That I kept screwing up and calling him an owl. Yeah, both my kids have phones. You know what? I love it because I know where they are at all times. The rule is they have to have their stuff.
Then when I get a call, hey,
I'll play with Crystal. Yeah. Can you fly? Yeah. So, Sharky, what are you doing with your
I
2
am
weeks?
going to check in on my favorite blacksmith.
Okay.
See how much of that metal by chance.
He has only made one mace with it, and so there's still 3/4 of it left. That and no one can right now. It's too valuable to part with. No one can afford it, and there's no cash
That's true.
floating around.
But I had given it to him, right? And I
Oh
had
yeah,
paid
no,
for it.
he is more than happy
So-
to trade with you. He enjoys your custom.
Wondering if maybe he could fashion some of that.
Your shield that's already +2.
No,
Oh, that's right. That's
I
right.
have a sword. I got the +2 armor on the sword.
Okay. So he would be able to fashion it into a +1 shield for you. That's cool. It will take time.
And
You can get it
then-
within the 2 weeks.
And basically everything.
None.
Everything.
All gold and copper and silver and everything is worthless.
So it's all trading.
It all like kind of melted away.
We really didn't have much as a party.
Well,
So,
he did. Some of the party members did have a lot of things, and then they all vanished when they died.
Well, that's why. Okay, so you, Adam, you missed me saying this to Boomy, but what are the thoughts on going back to St. Augustine to grab? Because he doesn't have a bag of holding anymore. My thought was we go back and grab the bag of holding that was dropped there.
You are welcome to.
Way down.
But Boomy
lot
had
of
the
that
idea
stuff-
that it might be gone now.
There's some good stuff in there.
No,
I've gotten all of those that
The
worms.
guy, because
I'd taken all of that
When we-
solid
When
like
off the
shell
shags.
and the shell.
There was like that.
Yeah, there's definitely gonna
venom
be some
sacks
stuff
and
there.
bead
There's a lot of
silk.
stuff. There was a whole alchemy set that was just glossed over. There was parts of the dungeon.
I
we
asked
have a
about
crazy
that.
Yeah,
alchemy
but
set.
no one stuff that you were going through, and you had less than you had
Carl
minutes.
was
I
in-
wanted to
Carl was in
stop
a
us.
rush
It's
to
fine.
get
I'll
through
just go with
yeah,
everyone.
but
I-
you decided to go with everyone.
But then when we got to the,
If you had
I
removed
stopped-
yourself from the party, you wouldn't have been down there, and you wouldn't have died.
I did,
and you
briefly to get. I did
still
get,
might have died.
You get stuff from the worms though.
Yeah,
Remember that I
right.
collected a
Yeah, I
bunch
know.
of
Yeah,
stuff from
yeah,
the
but
worms,
they're
so
all with your corpse.
I know they ended up in the bag of
They're
holding.
in the
Which
bag
is-
of holding.
which is
That's
with your
with
corpse.
your
Yours
corpse.
with my corpse. Yeah.
Which is somewhere like goblins wouldn't even get
So
close
is there
to.
anywhere to buy? We don't have the resources to say buy armor or anything.
No.
If I wanted to buy better armor, I can.
No, there's no metal armor that's worth having right now.
Right.
You're.
I'm a druid though, so.
Yeah.
Or
guys.
shell or
Well, not you.
iron
Not
oak or-
you can't buy that. You can go kill some turtles. There's a
Maybe
young
you want to
family
go
of
kill
turtles.
some turtles.
There's a young family of turtles that's known to
Turtles.
live.
A wizard who has no spell slots is not going turtle hunting.
That's right.
Turtle.
But I'm gonna tell basically the blacksmith
Okay,
that can do it. Obviously, he needs
that's
to
his payment. That'll be
He
his.
needs to rebuild.
Okay.
Mm.
You have good custom with him. You have your +1 shield. It takes 2 weeks because he's working, right?
Mm.
What happened?
Oh, sorry. One last thing.
Dun,
In
dun,
the,
dun, dun.
in the letters I send,